Hey, my name is James Nicholson, and in this video, I want to talk to you about how you can trust your virtual assistant with confidential information. Now, look, if you're watching a video like this, I'm going to assume you're a coach, consultant, entrepreneur, or a business owner, or someone looking to start a business. Am I right? Well, if that is you, then do make sure you smash the subscribe button and hit the bell notification. I make new content every single day on marketing, growing and scaling a business. And so I want you to join us on this channel and find out how to do all of that stuff. Now, my name is James Nicholson, and I've been in business for 17 years now. And in that time, I've had all the ups and downs that you get as an entrepreneur. And I've developed something very special in that time, which I call my business accelerator methodology. And this is a 5-step process that takes cold leads and turns them into red hot buyers who buy from you again and again and again. And I want to teach you on this channel exactly how you can use that to grow your business. Now, virtual assistants is something that have really helped me with my business. If you know my story, then you'll know that I started out as an iPod accessory retailer, set up an e-commerce business and grew that business to a turnover of £2 million a year, and did that for a number of years. Now, business was great, but we had ups and downs. And one of the things that we really struggled was we needed to get traffic to our site for cheap. Now, we couldn't afford Google AdWords because it might cost £1 for a click, and we might only be selling something for £5, right? So we needed free traffic, and what we mean by that is we needed SEO. We needed to rank on Google for things like iPod speakers, iPod accessories, all of these things. And so I used a marketing agency in Ireland, and I was their biggest customer, and they got a bit scared by that. And they said, look, we want to keep helping you, but we don't really want to put too many more staff on your project, because if something happened, then our business is going to be in difficulty. So their recommendation was that I started doing some of the marketing myself, and they would carry on with what they were doing initially, which makes sense to me, right? And so I started looking for assistants to help me, and I came across some sites. One was Upwork and one was Online Jobs PH, and that allowed me to hire virtual teams abroad. And I found that they were almost as good, or pretty much just as good as the people I was using, for a fraction of the cost. And so I've been using virtual assistants. I've probably used 100 different virtual assistants now. I've had as many as 25 to 30 working for me at a single time. And there's lots of stuff that you need to worry about, and particularly confidential information. That might be your client's information, or it might be your information. So I want to just give you a few things that you can do to make that information more secure. One is, don't give them passwords. You don't need to give them passwords to stuff. You can use some software called LastPass. LastPass. And LastPass gives you the control over it, and it will give them a temporary password that they can get into stuff, and you can stop that at any time. So if you had to fire them for some reason, you can just stop them using that, right? And so that means that they can't just steal all your information. So you've got control over that stuff. Now, that's one thing. So LastPass I would highly recommend, or you get an alternative to that. There's a few others out there. Now, another thing is that we hire staff, and we have time tracking software. So I would recommend that you use time tracking software, which takes a screenshot of their computer every few minutes, right? And so it takes a screenshot so you can see what they're doing. So that will just put them off. If they know that that's happening, they know you can see what they're doing on the computer. That will put them off doing anything untoward with your data. Now, lastly, the last thing that we do here is we use a CRM system. So we use a customer relationship management tool. We use Infusionsoft. A lot of my clients use ActiveCampaign. And that password protects everything in the business, right? So it just makes sure everything is more secure, and you can see logs on there, so you can see who's interacted with records on there, who's imported and exported stuff. And all of this stuff just goes to making that security that little bit more. Now, I think LastPass for me is probably the best one, because you do have to get rid of people sometimes, and that means you can instantly lock them out of all of your software, and that is a good thing, and that is an important thing for your data integrity. Now look, if you really want to really understand this, hiring virtual assistants and getting all that stuff done, and clearly you do, I want to give you a guide. So I've made a guide on 51 tasks that a virtual assistant can do for you. So in the description of this video is a link where you can go and grab that now. So go and grab this guide and get this working in your business and get some stuff sorted. If you found this video useful, do give me a like, do subscribe to the channel, and just let me know who you are in the comments. Tell me all about you, who you are and what you do, or any questions you've got, do comment below and I'll answer all of them. Thanks guys, see you soon.